Hey, how are you guys doing? Good? Good. Today's video is going to be an empties video. I'm going to share a bunch of products that I have used up completely or I'm just about to finish up. I typically do this video at the end of the season, so these are all of the skincare and hair care products including makeup I've used up during summertime, and I actually haven't done it in past 6 months. So yeah, all of that will be there. Now I was kind of working on a lot of them for longer than 4 or 5 months. I finished them up completely over the last few months. So I'm going to let you guys know if I'm planning on replacing them or repurchasing them. I'll let you guys know what I think about this product. I'll start with makeup, then skincare, and in skincare will include body skincare as well, and then we'll move on to a last category that would be hair care. So I have so many products to talk about today. As you guys can see, the entire box is full. Most of the products I'm going to talk about are skincare products, so focus is going to be skincare products. But if you are here for specific category, maybe you want to jump ahead, I'll mention the timestamp in the description box and in comment section, so jump ahead and do that. First, makeup empties I want to talk about is a base product. This is Lakme. Let me read the name. I actually used up a mousse foundation completely. I feel like it takes me so long to get through any base product, but I use this one pretty much. I use it every single day. So this is from Lakme Absolute. Look at this. Even the name on the product is like disappearing. In the shade golden light, if any of you were wondering, if you look like me, golden light will probably suit you, because sadly this launch doesn't have many shade options. Probably like 4 or 5 shade options are available. It stays in place really well. It has nice coverage, but it doesn't look dry or heavy on the skin. So I did end up repurchasing this. I got same shade. Let me show you guys. So this is the repurchased item, and this is the shade I was talking about, golden light. The consistency is like jelly. You can see it moving, and see, it completely disappears. Be careful with this product. I have a tendency of like moving a product so much, and I ended up once dropping everything out. So yeah, it's very jelly like consistency, so make sure you don't drop it on the ground. Another thing I want to point out, this is not like a foundation kind of product, not something you wear under and then you can put on like a blush and like heavy contour stuff like that. No, this is like very natural looking product. This is something you can wear for your office or school even, or college. This is very natural. If you're wearing this, people cannot tell that you're wearing something, because it doesn't create any layer on your skin, extra layer. People won't be able to tell if you're wearing foundation, because it definitely like sinks into your skin like moisturizer would, or like sunscreen would. You know how sunscreen have like those moussey primer like feeling? That's what this kind of gives you feeling wise. And to be honest, this is my 4th time purchasing this. I have finished up like at least 3 tubs like this. So good product. I have 2 mascaras to share with you guys. Both are drugstore. So let me start with NYX Worth the Hype mascara. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite. I actually did end up repurchasing this one. I don't buy a lot of costly mascara. This is still like a mid-range. I think it's 750 rupees or so. I will from time to time splurge, but I'm typically like a big drugstore mascara fan, so it has to be really good for me to like repurchase the same mascara. And I love this one. If you're looking for super dramatic lashes, this is a mascara to try. Now the wand is very large, so if you have very small eyes and you tend to get mascara all over your eyelid, when you apply it, you might want to like skip over this one. But I do like the fact that this gives my lashes like a ton of volume and they look thick, so dramatic. I have added it in my wish list. I'm going to repurchase it in next sale. Next mascara I want to talk about is again from drugstore and more affordable version. It does different things. This is called Wet n Wild Mega Length mascara. I really like this one. It just builds really well on itself. It gives them length and it also makes them look lifted and curled. The issue with this one is that it has a really strong smell to it. I really like this one especially from my bottom lash line. I'm sorry about my voice, it's just suddenly changed, didn't it? I really like this one, especially for my bottom lash line. You can see this. I hope I can focus it. I hope you can see the wand is like very different, very tiny pointed design is there for your lashes. So this is actually good for your bottom lash line. I have heard a lot of YouTubers talk about this particular mascara for their bottom lash line, and anyway, wand design like this would actually get into those tiny hair you have on the bottom lash line. So I also like this font for my bottom lash line as well. This is waterproof mascara, so if you're going for swimming or any water sport activity like scuba or stuff like that, you definitely want to like carry this one. This is like hardly 300 rupees, I think. I feel like this is really underrated product. I have heard like huge YouTubers talk about this mascara when it first launched, and then just nobody talks about it, and now it's like Lash Paradise, but I am using that one right now, L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I have repurchased this in the past, and I find this it's a type of mascara that performs a little bit better once it dries out a little bit. When I initially got this, I liked it, but I felt like it didn't do anything too special for my lashes. It's really good for lengthening and like separating your lashes once it dries out for like a month, and that's when it works even better. It builds on itself nicely. So if you have like a short lashes, especially for bottom lash line, it definitely lengthens them and again gives you that like separation because the wand is designed that way. So it's not going to give you like a thick voluminous lashes, but it will make them look long and it will separate them nicely. Don't plan on repurchasing this one for now, because right now I'm using that L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, which I'm really enjoying. I want to say I like Lash Paradise mascara better because I do prefer dramatic lashes to the point where they look like a bit clumpy, and this one removes any clumpiness. While I do like it, if I had to choose personally, I would stick with Lash Paradise because it does give me that volume that I'm looking for, but I do like this one. I just feel like for now it's been replaced. Moving to skincare, I have tons of skincare product to share with you guys. I have cabinet in my bathroom where I keep my skincare. I'm either testing out skincare products for review, or if I have skincare that I love and I like, an absolute staple in my collection. And then I also have products that I have used and I enjoy, but it's just my goal to like use them up, finish them up, because skincare does go bad, so does makeup, so does hair care. So yeah, but I'm really happy that I got a chance to use up everything that was open in my cabinet, and now I'm gonna talk about them. Let's start with eye cream. I have two eye cream that I have used up completely in past 6 months, which I'm very proud of myself. My favorite eye cream I want to talk about is this Mamaearth under eye cream with cucumber and coffee. I have used up this one completely. As you can see, nothing is coming out. First, this is actually my second bottle, and I automatically went to repurchase it, but I went through my cabinet and I was like, no, I have to use this other 3 eye cream that I have first, and now I have almost used up other 3. I'm so excited that I can like repurchase this one again, because it really is my go-to, especially now that fall is like right around the corner, and I tend to deal with a lot of dryness around my under eye area, and the rest of my face is kind of like oily, but this area around my eyes tends to be a little bit more dry during the winter or anytime there is like humid atmosphere. This is so hydrating. I know there are people who say you don't need separate eye cream, and if that's you, I say go for it. I mean, stick with your regular moisturizer, that's fine. I personally notice the difference when I use separate eye cream for my under eye area. I think it's mainly because my face is oily and the area around my eyes is dry. As you can see in some of my makeup tutorials before my makeup, I have like dark under eyes, I have some pigmentation under my eyes, and that might be because of how I don't take care of my eyes. But yeah, my under eye area is dry, and I do really need to take care of my under eyes better than an average person, because I already have an issue. If you're looking for like a really hydrating option, this is the one to try. So I can't wait to like purchase this one again after I film this video. Another eye cream that I have, this one, Look at this. This is from Mother's Purse. Another great option that's hydrating but more affordable. I just finished this tube this morning itself. So good news, it's included in the video. This one is Mother's Purse Plant Powered Under Eye Recovery Gel. This one is nice because it's hydrating but a little bit more lightweight than the Mamaearth one. So if the area around your eye is a little bit more sensitive, if you don't want anything heavy under your eyes, as hydrating as you might like this option, because it does provide long lasting hydration but it sinks in really quickly, it just vanishes, and it's a little bit more lightweight, and obviously it's more affordable than Mamaearth one. I think I will repurchase it eventually, probably in next year, like in 2022. And I actually like packaging like this, like tube. Look how tiny and handy this one is, and I like the point you can directly go like this. Actually this is not affordable, I'm sorry. This is 50 gram and this costs about what, $4.99. so this is about actually same price as Mamaearth one, but you get less products, so it's a bit expensive. Want to clarify though, if you're watching my recommendation for eye cream, because I have dark circle, I want to tell you that this cream, this eye cream, none of this two helps you with your dark circle. I have used this up and I feel like the Mamaearth one is a little bit better when it comes to like brightening your under eyes, but it doesn't like it's not going to like get rid of your dark circle. It's not going to do that, but it somehow it lightens them a little bit if you constantly use this for 1 or 2 months. I finally used this one up. Oh my god, wait. Kama Ayurveda Illadi Hydrating Ayurvedic Face Cream with essential oils of rose and jasmine. I do plan on repurchasing this, but I need to work my way through a couple of other moisturizers that I have. For some reason I have like 5 moisturizers that are currently open, and I think I was just testing out some different formulas, but this one is my number one, especially under my makeup, because it's just so thick. I know so many oily skin people don't like it, don't enjoy it, but I love it. It does feel a bit heavy, it doesn't sink into my skin really quickly, so that's something you need to keep in mind if you're planning on trying it out and if you're planning on buying it. I think this cream is also available in like mini version. They have a tube for it, so that size may be, you know, good for you to try it out, because this bigger one is like 1400-1500 rupees. I do feel like this formula is not for everyone. It's a bit thick and you need to massage it in. I love this one, and the night cream, I think it's called Rejuvenating Brightening Night Cream, the yellow one. It might seem like it's a bit costly, but I personally feel like the money is worth in this product. It's what, like 1300-1400 rupees. Maybe get a smaller size and try it out first before you invest, because I have a friend who has same skin type as me and she didn't really enjoy this cream. So there you have it. It's very unique formula. It's not for everyone. I was kind of like tempted to buy it because it is going to be on sale during Navratri, but the sale might have already passed at the time this video is going up. But I really need to make it through a couple of other moisturizers that I currently have open in my bathroom before I go back to this one. So I do love it. I will repurchase it at some point. I know Mamaearth has been in a little bit of controversies lately, but trust me, these 2-3 products I like from Mamaearth are really good. I generally don't like most of their launches. I find it to be redundant, and just like ingredient list is like, it feels like replica of Wow and some other Ayurvedic brands. But when I tell you I like their eye cream and I like this moisturizer, I do mean it. It's good. It wears really nicely under the makeup, and it also keeps my skin a little bit more on the matte side throughout the day. So as someone who has oily skin, this is an absolute essential. It lasts a really long time. I started using it either last summer or this summer before, but I just finished it up. It's kind of like a hybrid between gel moisturizer and a cream moisturizer. When you apply it, it feels like hybrid of it, but it's actually just cream. I actually started using it at night and just felt like in the morning when I woke up, my skin looked amazing. It looked so hydrated. It just worked to kind of like balance my skin. It just worked to kind of like balance my oily skin. So this is something that I like. I think it is such a nice option. I just don't need to repurchase it right now, as I do have some other drugstore options. I almost finished up Rene Organics Vitamin C Serum. I only kept like 2 uses worth of this product is left in the bottle, and I only kept it for this video. Let me show you guys the texture. I did use this one for 20 days straight when I first got it, and then I realized that what it does is completely changes how I look. Like my raw skin without any makeup, I loved the finish it gave, so I kind of like started using it a bit more wisely. Like I didn't want to finish it so quickly because this is like 1200 rupees. I guarantee you your pigmentation will fade, you will get that result, and I don't say that lightly on this channel, you guys know that. For my nighttime, I'm using retinol and chemical exfoliator products, you know, like stuff like that. I never go for vitamin C product for my nighttime skincare routine, but this one I used when I wanted to give my skin break during nighttime routines. When I'm not doing anything, I basically just wash my face, apply this as a moisturizer, and then I go off to bed, and that is literally it. It was literally my lazy night skincare product. Not even kidding. The days when your skin is like bit dull, bit dry, and in the morning you want it to have like a little bit of a glow, a little bit of light to it, then you apply this and you go to bed and you wake up with like a really nice fresher looking skin. It's not like your skin will have like some immense sort of glow, but it actually feels nice, so it looks like it has some life to it. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the texture of this. It's very light formula, and it's very hydrating. It's very lightweight too. See it trying. It has this citrusy fragrance to it, which I don't mind honestly, and yeah, I mean it just overall leaves a really nice smooth finish on your skin. It's not oily, it's not greasy, it's just very nice light hydrating vitamin C serum. I'm so sad I'm about to like run out of this soon, and don't discard this because this brand is like very young in Indian market and you might not have heard of it, but please try this if you're suffering from pigmentation. And apart from this is vitamin C serum. This is for everyone. If you want a good skincare and if you have some bugs, you can spend it on this one if you're looking for a good vitamin C serum. But apart from that, if you have like pigmentation, acne scar, this vitamin C is your friend. Next in skincare product, I did use up anti-pigmentation serum from Azani. Let me just rip it off so you can see I have finished it. This much is left right now. This is such a staple for me in my skincare routine. I did not repurchase it because I have been testing out that 2% pH exfoliator from the same brand Azani right now, and I don't think I have much of a pigmentation on my face except around my eyes, but you can't use this on your eyes, okay? So but in my experience so far, I feel like this worked same as a salicylic acid serum from Minimalistic, so this can be considered as an affordable dupe of that. It's like 500 rupees. Wait, it's 599, but they are almost always on sale on Amazon, so do check it out. The current 2% pH exfoliator I'm using is also in the same price range. I feel like this brand does have appropriate pricing for Indian market. Next I have Kama Ayurveda Pure Rose Water. To be honest with you guys, I just feel like this can't be replaced in my skincare routine. Whenever I try a product that's really comparable to this one, I always just miss using this one. I miss having it because it makes such a difference in texture of my skin. My skincare products sink into my skin, like the wetness of it helps any thick product, and massaging it in will make it easier for it to sink in. So I do really use this one as my toner quite a lot. I have finished like 4 bottles of this size. They do have larger size available, and larger size would be a bit more affordable option because you're getting a larger quantity, like more quantity, right? But I feel like this is a perfect size to carry in my purse whenever I need like a little refreshment of like quick spray. I have like little bit of left. Can you see? Only this much is left right now. They do have even minier version, that's not a word, even mini version than this, but it's just really ugly packaging. The spray isn't really good in it, and So just get this size if you're going to buy it. It's like 350 rupees or so, quite affordable for an high-end brand. I definitely am planning on repurchasing it, like there are no doubt. But whenever I'm buying any Kama Ayurveda product, I make sure that there is some sort of like sale or scheme going on, free sample or purchasing of 3000 rupees, something like that, because those are the scheme that you'll always find on Nykaa for Kama Ayurveda. Because most of the Kama Ayurveda products are hit or miss for me, most of them fail for me. I have only liked few from Kama, so I don't like to like buy new products just to try it out. They're quite expensive, and getting free samples in size, smaller sizes, help you figure out if it's, you know, for you or not before I invest into bigger sizes. So I really do wait for schemes like that and then try it out. Next is Rose Glow Serum from Deka. This is actually an oil. I don't know why they call it serum. And not only I finished it, I have broke it. I haven't broke it. This product is faulty. The this dropper thing, it broke on its own. Let me just show you. Do you see the black thing? It broke on its own, and I don't know what material it was, the rubber was made of. I'm not sure how safe this rubber part is, because how, like, I don't know. Anyway, let's not talk about packaging because I don't know much about it. But I finished it up entirely. Nothing is in it. I can't open it to show you guys because that rubber part just, and this happened just on its own, okay? I mean, it was just sitting there empty and it broke. I mean, I don't know, खुद ही ऐसे पिघलने लग गया क्या? Anyway, let's talk about the product. I don't know why they call it serum. It's actually an oil. I definitely recommend using this product very quickly as soon as you get it, because otherwise this can go bad. It doesn't have any preservatives. I think most of the products I have from Deka, they don't have preservatives in their ingredient list. So I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but that means you have to use it up quickly. It also has rose hip oil. It also has rose essential oil, which you might be sensitive to. So something to remember it. You know, also contains the olive oil, vitamin E oil, also almond oil, so which might also contain vitamin E. So it has good occlusive and good emollients. Again, I do not recommend this for acne prone skin. If you get acne, this will give you acne. So definitely stay away from this if you have acne prone skin, but definitely if you have normal skin, dry skin, combination to dry skin, then this might be okay. You might see me use this oil with my makeup a lot. In my lot of makeup tutorials, I use this quite a lot. I mix it with my foundation to make it sheer. I also mix it with my cream concealer sometimes. It blends really well with any makeup. You know, some facial oil just wouldn't sit well with your makeup. This doesn't do that. It is one of those oil that you can like incorporate into your makeup rather than use it to take off your makeup. You know, I do have acne prone skin, and that's the reason I don't use it as my skincare. I used to use it as my last step in my skincare routine when I first got it, you know, to seal every skincare in. But now I feel like it's best suited for makeup mixing. It's really good for massaging as well. And when you use this oil for things like that, like massaging and stuff, you're going to take it off in like 10-20 minutes max. So if you don't have acne prone skin, definitely try it out. That's what I did with my oil mostly, but I'm sure dry skin people will like to use it as a skincare. Yeah, you guys, I've also finished my Z Block sunscreen. I use this during the daytime when I'm stepping outside or for a jog or a cycling in the morning. I mean, on the days that I do, usually it's like 4 times a week, never 7 times a week. On those days, I definitely wear this one because this one is actually like really thick. There is slight white cast to it, but it just sort of settles when you sort of massage it into your skin. White cast has never been a problem with me because it sort of like sinks into your skin. It does not sit on your skin, you know, like just like leave it on for like 5 minutes and the white cast will actually just disappear. That's how I felt with all of my sunscreen. Like it melts into your skin, so that's never been a problem with me and with this product. In fact, I know that this is a very high protection sunscreen. I definitely would recommend it. It's dermatologically tested. There is no chemical in it, very water resistant and paraben free. So if you're going for swimming and stuff, this is like good for that. And UVA critical wavelength is 370, and PA is like broad spectrum. This is 50 plus, like 25% zinc oxide sunscreen gel. So it says gel, but let me show you. I might have some of it left. See, now just water is coming, but it's normally not like this. It's normally like a primer formula. Yeah, this is the actual formula. It's bit watery right now because I'm just at the end of the tube, but normally this is it has like a primer kind of consistency, like, you know, quite pulpy. And I don't think you'll find it on Nykaa because this brand is this is the sunscreen that you get like recommended by your dermatologist or doctor and stuff like that. Oh my god, even though it feels like primer, it is non-comedogenic. There are no harmful chemicals in it, and it's not tested on animal. It's preservative free. It's very water resistant. For 80 minutes it's very water resistant. It says for 80 minutes it could resist water. Okay, 80 minutes, how specific do you have to be? Yeah, so I don't think this brand is available on Nykaa. You might find it on Amazon. I'll check it out and link it below if I find it. But this is the sunscreen that people get recommended from the derma. So this is a good sunscreen. Okay, this is really another good thing I want to talk about this. Oh yeah, when you apply this sunscreen, you don't have to wait for 30-40 minutes, like 10-15 minutes, whatever they suggest, right? You can directly go out in sun after applying this, like seconds after applying this. What is it called? Let me just read it to you. Next, I want to talk about chin and neck cream. This is from Good Vibes. It's called Lavender Chin and Neck Cream. Let me just, oh my god, I don't know what to tell you, but I have finished almost everything. Like 2% is left, and let me show you its color. Oh my god, look, tiny bit, look, it vanishes so quickly. It's on my this area right now. You can see how natural it looks, and it kind of like looks like a glowy product, but it's not glowy. It just makes you look glowy. It smells like lavender. This is just so heavenly smell. Oh my god, it smells so good. And I know I tell people I don't like fragrance in my skincare, but this is for my neck. So this area is normally not sensitive, normally not as sensitive as your face. So I guess most of people can like get away with using like fragrance skincare for this area. I don't know why there are so many targeted products for specific areas, but this really does help. I actually bought it off of that. I watched this Vogue skincare video of, what is that girl name from Riverdale? Let me check, Google her. She had this skincare routine video at Vogue, and she used like 38 products for her morning skincare routine, and I was like blown away by this. She used so many separate products for so many things, and I did bought so many things off of her recommendation, but one of those things was a neck and chin cream, and that product wasn't available in India, but I did try from Good Vibes, and I actually ended up loving this. This is very affordable. I don't think this was more than 200 rupees. I'll mention it in the screen somewhere, but this is 50 grams. This might be under just 200 rupees. There is no paraben, there is no sulfate. It is cruelty free brand. Good Vibes, everybody knows that. It's quite affordable product, but this particular neck and chin cream, I think this is amazing. It smells amazing, and the reason I actually remember putting this on, because this is not something you pay attention to, this area. When you're putting skincare on, you don't really focus on other part of your body, right? That's just, we are negligent like that. But because this smells so good, I actually look forward to my skincare. This actually makes me want to do my entire routine, because I look forward to applying this cream. This is just so heavenly, and I cannot wait to, you know, buy another neck cream from Good Vibes. I will definitely buy from Good Vibes. I will probably try and get a different fragrant option. Like this is lavender chicken neck cream. I'm not sure if they have different chicken neck cream, but I'll try to do that because this is hydrating. It looks good on your skin, and yeah, it seals everything in. This is, I think it's an oil based product. I don't think this is a water based product like other Good Vibes product. Yeah, I would recommend it 100%. If you buy it, do tag me, because this product I do want you guys to buy it. I do want you guys to buy it. I don't have a coupon code. I don't have any sponsorship going on. I do want you guys to try it just because how good it makes you feel. Okay, let's move on. First face mask that I want to talk about is Khadi Neem and Basil Mint. No, Neem, Basil and Mint face mask. And this noise you're saying is because I finished it, and this is something my mom's karma. This is cashews. My mom was using it in the kitchen, and I looked at it and I was like, this is mine. Why do you keep using up my products? You know how brown moms are like. Anyway, this is the product I saw in my kitchen. I was like, I need to do empty videos because I keep on finishing product, and then most of my empty product bottles and tubs and things like that, they just vanish. So I never get chance to do that. So because I have some fresh memory of using my products, I just decided to make a video today. Anyway, let's talk about this. Look at this. This is 145 rupees only. You can, like, can you imagine? It's really good for that price. It comes in this powder form. I don't have the powder mask right now, but I'll try and insert my previous videos clip if I have of using this mask. I'll insert that. You can use it with water, milk, rose water, whatever you like. I personally use it with water and like 2 droplets of apple cider vinegar in it, and then I'll use it, and this does feel like it's cleaning out my pores. Doesn't give you like exceptional result like you're suddenly glowing or anything, but whatever dirt or pollution you have on your face after like a busy day or day out in the sun, at the end of the day you can use this mask as your face wash and you will feel clean. Plus it's Ayurvedic. It's an Indian brand. It's really high time we start appreciating our Indian brands. So we do really have some good gems in India. It's called aloe vera green tea and cucumber face mask. Have you guys heard of this brand before? Oriental Botanics. I feel like they ran like really good paid campaigns like 6 months ago, and they just kind of like vanished after that. Like, where did they go? I don't see people talking about this brand anymore. This mask is pretty good. It's a bit thick but spreads out pretty evenly, and that's why a little amount goes long way. I used up entire tube, as you guys can see. Only little bit is left, and I kept it for this video so I can like show you guys the texture. It's paraben free, it's sulfate free, no mineral oils. It's easy to carry because of the packaging. Let me show you the texture. I hope something comes out. It's light like a yellow texture. It's very creamy. The packaging, I told you, it's very like travel friendly. It doesn't leak, and it claims to give you wait. Sorry about that if audio wasn't so good. I don't know if it wasn't, but yeah, this is the new mic that I'm trying out. I used to use a different one, this one. So this is like you don't clip it on, you just put it there. So I kind of like am not in practice of using this kind of mic, so I might forget it sometimes. But yeah, I am trying to invest into my channel. I am using new mic. I have this like better, more expensive mic as well, which just suddenly stopped working. So I hope you guys can see the difference in audio now. I hope the audio is crisp, and I hope you guys can see that I'm investing into my channel, and it will mean the world if you would just subscribe and like and comment. It will really motivate me. See, you're having a night stay at your friends or something, and you can like whip it out and use this in case you don't want to like carry your entire skincare routine bag with you. This does feel hydrating after you wash it, and it doesn't dry quickly. For the same reason, I believe it doesn't dry quickly. See, yeah, claims to be for all skin type, but I feel like if you have extremely oily skin, this may be, you know, not for you. Don't buy this one if you have oily skin. It feels a bit heavy on the moisturizing side, so it's a good news for dry skin people. You guys can definitely use this one. I feel like this product is even easy to use for guys because they don't like to spend much time on their skincare. You know, you can just apply this one for 10 minutes and you'll feel hydrated and moisture. So boys, you need to buy this. Sometimes I don't do my skincare after this because it feels like I have given my skin enough for the day. You can go without your serum and moisturizer if you're using this. Occasionally you can like avoid the entire shabam of entire skincare routine, right? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you get it. I have one lip balm for you guys that I have finished up completely. It is very rare for me to finish up a lip balm. Okay, so this one is from Kaumudi Sattva Natural. I have in the shade Sun Kiss. They claim that it's made out of ghee and other 100 Ayurvedic essentials, something like that, but this feels like it's Ayurvedic. It doesn't smell bad, don't worry, it doesn't feel like Ayurvedic bad smell. Yeah, it does have a smell. It's not bad, it's not overwhelming, it's just slight smell is there. It is present, but it is not bad or overwhelming. I have used up entirely. I'm like literally scratching now to use this product. I have the shade called Sun Kissed. It's a bit orange. They have other shades. They have like 12-13 shade, I think, so that's a good option. I really did enjoy this one. It is very hydrating, especially for under my makeup. I have it on right now as well. This is a really good product when you want a slight tint on your lips without wearing a lipstick. They do have very natural shades available, so that's a plus. But apart from that, under the makeup, this is really good. It feels like you are wearing something on your lips. So if you feel like you don't like something heavy on your lips, you might not like this because this does feel heavy. But I kind of like it because it makes me feel like I'm protected, and it kind of creates barrier between my makeup and my actual lip, and I do like it. This is like 250 rupees or so, and I don't know how much you get it, like typical lip item gram you get normally. This is 4.5 gram. I did like Sattva Natural anti-acne cream, moisturizing cream as well, and I like this one. So yeah, Sattva Natural, they are kind of like a good skincare brand if you ask me. I do like some of the products that I've used. Any product that I've used, I do like from them. I do have a couple of makeup removers that I want to talk about. First one is this Maybelline Total Clean Express Eye and Lip Makeup Remover. This removes stubborn waterproof makeup too. I did repurchase this a couple of times in past. Ever since I started doing makeup, I have been using this one. I feel like this works great, but I do have alternative. It is very water like, and you can see how much is left. It forms up, right? You can see it. So I just used this one up. I have, and I don't plan on repurchasing it, even though it's good because it's actually been replaced. Next makeup remover is this one, L'Oreal Paris Gentle Lip and Eye Makeup Remover for waterproof makeup specially. I actually just repurchased this one not too long ago. I think this one and this one does the same thing, but this one is a bit expensive, and I find that it is a bit gentler on my skin, especially for someone who has very sensitive skin. Go for this one, and both are good. This is a bit affordable. I actually just repurchased this one not too long ago, and this is my number one, my hot favorite. This used to be my number one, has been for years, and now it's this one. I find it a bit expensive compared to the other option, but as the name suggests, it really is very gentle. I just think it works so well. It removes my makeup, my eye makeup, but it does not irritate my eyes at all. A lot of removers leave like you know, this layer on your actual eye, so either like later that night when you're like watching TV or in the morning when you wake up, I just feel like my eyes are like cloudy and oily. You know, sometimes you feel after washing, you get what I'm talking about, right? You feel like those cloudy blurry feeling in your eyes. That's not the case with this one. I feel like this removes my eye makeup but then actually washes off itself. Like I'm not left with like this heavy layer of whatever the makeup remover on my skin I was using. So I really like this one. It's very thin, very lightweight, very gentle. It just does a super good job. So if you're looking for a good makeup remover, drugstore or high-end, I totally recommend this one. You can see how much is left. I only kept this one for this video. This is actually 125 ml only, and you have to spend like 500, 600, 700 or something like that. Now if you're more of a micellar water fan, then this one is a good original variant. I think it's called gentle variant, the original one they first came out with. I really like this one as an alternative to makeup remover or cleansing balm. Sometimes the cleansing balm can like feel a little bit too much, you know, depending on what skincare you're using after you remove your makeup. So this is my favorite when it comes to micellar water. Again, it removes everything, but it doesn't leave like that film on your eyes and on my face. It rinses off really well. So I do plan on repurchasing this. I actually am going to purchase something like this, like tiny bottles. I can carry it in my purse. Otherwise at home I don't really like micellar water. At home I'm going to do a thorough cleansing, and I'm gonna use makeup remover itself. I do feel like they work, but I don't think they work as well as makeup remover. If you're someone who's using like full coverage makeup, you'll know the difference when you use micellar water and makeup remover. So I do see the difference, and I have finished up so many bottles like this, but I'm going to buy something like this, like tiny version, so I can like put it in my purse for emergency. The product I want to talk about is this face wash. Let me show you how much I've used this already. Yeah. I'm not sure where you can buy Oriflame products. I'm not sure if it's available on Amazon or not. I'll check it out, but I got it from a girl who sells Oriflame products, and I didn't like the other 3 products, but this one is like, it's really good. Definitely plan on picking this one up again. I kind of switch back and forth between my couple of staple cleanser. I feel like this one does something very similar for my skin. It says that it's meant to help reduce your blackheads and breakouts, which I do think it does. It does look like a smaller bottle, but again, because it is a thicker cleanser, you just need very small amount, and I've seen good result with this one. But when I use it regularly, my skin does feel and look a little bit more clear, and it doesn't feel like it's like stripping my skin of something. This is very, very gentle cleanser, and that's the reason I really enjoyed this. It was a shocking experience for me because this was my first time using this cleanser or anything from this brand. If you feel like your cleanser are like really stripping your skin up, try this one. This is hardly like 350 rupees or something. It does clean you, but it doesn't like strip you out. You don't feel like your skin is now dry. You still feel like that, you know, supple feeling of your skin. I like it. Next face wash I want to talk about is this one from Inveda Purifying Neem and Go to Kota face wash, and this is actually advertised for normal to oily skin people. This is very tiny product. It is paraben free, and this is like, how much is this? This is 100 rupees only. This is 50 ml and this is 100 rupees. So anyway, this is very affordable from the start. So that's a good thing. Now let me tell you how I feel about it when I use it. I actually carried this face wash on my trekking trip, and I used this for a week constantly, morning, day, night. Where was I? Kedarkanta. Yeah, so I was at Kedarkanta, and then I was in the city, Haridwar and Rishikesh and stuff like that. So I used this while I was in the middle of snow, and I also used this when I was in city. So I did use this in a different atmosphere, and what I think about this is that this smells straight up like a shampoo. This doesn't smell like an expensive product. This smells like shampoo or like Ariel wash, like, you know, those detergent powder. This straight up smells like shampoo, like those detergent powder. So that's something I don't really enjoy. It does have sodium chloride, it does have sodium lactate, and it has fragrance. Some of the things in the ingredient list that I don't really like in my skincare product, but I only carried it because how tiny and handy this one is. It was just easy for me to carry with me when I'm traveling. I was using this for my face. After 2 days I was like, no, this is making my face like, it feels like a product with alcohol in it. It doesn't say it has alcohol, but yeah, it feels like the one you feel after you use like Clean and Clear face wash. It feels like that, like it's very stripping for your skin. I actually ended up using this one as my body wash during that entire week or so I was out there on a trip. So yeah, I still have some left, but basically I used the entire thing because I used it as a body wash, and then my other friends used it as well. So it's empty, but I didn't really use it on myself. I will never purchase it again. Moving on, I want to talk about body care. Okay, if I haven't already mentioned this before, I have extremely dry skin. Like my body is pretty dry as opposed to my face, which is slightly oily. On my body I actually have mild eczema on my legs, so I don't use soaps at all. I mean, I only use shower gel and body washes because they keep my body moisture and hydrated, whereas soap kind of dry me out. That's how I ended up trying a lot of shower gel and body washes over the years. And I have two body washes for you guys today that I have used up in past 6 months or so. I have two. So the first shower gel I want to talk about is from St. Ives. It's called Coconut and Orchid body wash. This is what it looks like. It's a huge bottle, 400 ml. It retails for about, I think, $3.99. I'm not completely sure, but I'm gonna leave that price down below. So this is a paraben free body wash. Love how it smells. The reason I love this body wash so much is because it smells amazing. It literally smells like something that you can eat. It says coconut and orchid, but I wouldn't say it smells like coconut. To me it smells more like, this is gonna sound weird, but to me it sounds like smells like banana. It smells like banana dessert, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's the reason I love this body wash so much. It's purely because of the smell. I'm not saying it's bad formula, bad body wash. It's amazing. It does what it has to do. I mean, it does what it claims. Leaves your skin hydrated, cleans the skin really well. But for me, what really stands out is the smell. I absolutely love it. It's quite girly smell. I generally go for citrusy smell for my body washes, but this one is an exception. It really helps me relax, best for nighttime showers when you know you're going to get into bed under the covers the moment you walk out of your bath. It's one of those shower gel that just puts you in this like very calm and content mood. So next shower gel I want to talk about is this one from Sage Apothecary. This is a lemon body wash. This is 200 ml bottle, quite affordable. It's what, like 345 rupees. It smells amazing. Like I said, I like citrusy smell. This is exactly that. Lemon smell is very much present. However, it doesn't last past your shower time. Once you're out of your bathroom, the smell is gone. So if you're someone who doesn't like smell, fragrance, things like that in your body products, you can go for it and really enjoy the process of it and not worry about smelling like lemons all day long. I personally like my shower gels with very prominent smell that will like linger on for at least few hours, at least until I get my first morning coffee, because that just makes me feel fresh. And honestly, I'm not a perfume person. I would only use perfume occasionally, so something like body wash can give you that extra oomph. I feel like things like shampoo and body wash smells are just so natural to us women. I want to smell like my shampoo all day long, the whole day. I do like that, you know, feeling, and that it's so natural smell compared to a perfume. Anyway, apart from smell, this does dry you out. The formula is gel like. It doesn't have that thing that creates bubbles, so it might be bummer for some people who like the feeling of it. I don't mind it though. It's cruelty free, it's handmade, made in India. I had to give it a try, but I wouldn't be buying this again. It's not bad, it's not miraculous. Okay, this much I have left. I don't know how I'll be able to show it to you guys how much I have left, but yeah, from the bottom you can see I have very little left. Next I want to talk about scrubs. The one that I have is again from St. Ives, and it's called Coconut and Coffee Energizing Scrub. The reason I actually picked this one up is because coconut and coffee is supposed to be really good for dry skin, and you know, when I shave I don't wax anymore because I just get that really bad allergies and it's just painful, right? Even some dermas suggest not to wax so often as it makes your skin lose its elasticity. Plus I had started getting bad bumps on my skin when I wax, so I have completely switched to shaving. It's convenient and you can do it at home, but what happens with shaving is that, you know, sometimes it leaves your skin a bit dry because you're using blade, right? Makes sense. Using physical scrub before shaving really helps you get rid of that extra top layer of your dead skin, right? If you have sensitive skin, don't scrub before shaving, but in general scrubbing before shaving does help. Also, like I said, I use it on my body, but this product is marketed as a face scrub. I just don't think you need to be using any physical scrub on your face in 2021. Like, honestly, we have really good chemical exfoliators in Indian market nowadays, so don't rub walnut scrub on your face. That will tear your skin. It's so on micro level that you don't even see it, but leaves a negative impact on your overall skin health. I use facial scrub on my body because if you compare any body scrub with a facial one, the facial one is always bit more gentle and ingredients are bit richer and very specific ingredients are there, and that's why it sometimes is more expensive compared to the body product. So by using that on my body, you're basically saying I love you. That's how I feel about this one. I have finished up another scrub as well. It's a activated charcoal skin exfoliating scrub. Again, this is for your face. I've used on my body. Works great for the price. I don't think it was more than 200-300 rupees. I do keep this on for like 5 minutes after I massage it, and it could feel drying for some people. I finished it before winter so that it doesn't leave my skin dry, but it just is a good scrub if you're a fan of those, you know, charcoal lines. This is from Good Vibes, by the way. It doesn't have any smell or like chunky feeling as well. It's quite smooth for a scrub. I like using it once a week or so. I finished it in about 2 months. It will give you like 10 uses if you use it on your legs and hands, and less if you use it on all over your body, but approximately 10 uses. I might reorder this, but like different variant this time, not the charcoal one. But next body care is again from Scent. I'm sorry, this is the last one from this brand, but this is their coconut and orchid body lotion. This is like really big bottle. It has really big pump. If you're the only one using it, it could last you for about 6 months or more, even if you're using it on your entire body. I do that, and I normally use it when it's wet. It's wet when I'm wet. After my shower, I mean, applying it, any skincare on wet surface is gonna help it absorb fast and more effectively. We know that now, right? I say it all the time. Another thing I do want to put it out there is that it is not like best product for winter. I have dry skin and I used it in past couple of months. It's not heavy, it's pretty lightweight, sinks into your skin pretty fast. It's like a runny milky consistency. I don't think it will be enough for dry skin beauties during winter, but if you're looking for something for rest of the year when, you know, atmosphere is not like humid or dry and not exactly cold, you can use this one for extra protection and moisture. It does have fragrance, so don't use it on your face. If I can get something out, let me show you the texture. If I can get, okay, see, it sinks in pretty quickly. Now we are moving on to hair care empties. First I have an hair oil. This is from Mother's Purge. So I finished this one up. Like you can see, it's empty. I truly genuinely love this product, and a lot of you already know that because I have reviewed this one. This hair oil has a separate review on my channel. I love how it makes my hair feel. Hair looks smooth and shiny after this. I do want to give you one negative, which I probably didn't include in my review video, is that I was able to finish this bottle up in about 4 or 5 uses only. Look at my hair, they are not very long, right? And I do have quite a good volume to my hair, but I still feel like it should have been able to like give you at least 8 or 10 uses compared to other hair oils that I use like Wow and stuff. With the same quantity, I get to use them quite often. It does not feel sticky or oily. Good thing about this is that it feels like a serum once you have applied it. It doesn't run down your temple and make you feel like jumbo, right? None of that. But it also doesn't feel heavy on your head. You can wash it off with just one shampoo wash. Hair is Spa from Indus Valley. Look at this. I really genuinely like this. This is so moisturizing. This is like, you know, from the very first application itself you fall in love with this product. It is so good, so underrated. It comes in this really big jar and it lasts you for about 3.5 months depending on number of times you actually wash your hair in a week. I switched to Matrix one for a bit and then I got back to this one because I felt like this one was a bit more hydrating and bit more moisturizing, and that's why you won't see me using Matrix hair mask in my empties videos because I just never finished it. It's in my mom's bathroom now, so it just wasn't for me. You can scoop it out and leave it on your hair for like 15 minutes after your shampoo. While washing it off, you'll feel how smooth it's making your hair. Like there won't be any tangles, like while it's wet there won't be any tangles. So I would recommend to the girls who have frizzy hair, wash it off with a slight warm water and you're good. I don't think anyone is talking about this product, but trust me, my hair has gone through a color and straightening treatments and keratin and stuff like that. So many terrible things have happened to my hair. I did it to my hair, but it's really hard for me to actually find product that works for me. Most of the expensive hair products are just, you know, meh. This is still very affordable category. I think it's worth a try. Only thing I don't like about this is the smell. It smells like your, you know, pain killer balms. So yeah, I do have dry hair, not really sure how this will work for oily scalp or hair, but that's my opinion. Next up I have Matrix shampoo and conditioner combo. This is their smooth and straight ultra smoothing shea butter variant. So I got it because I had just done chemical straightening on my hair and a lot of YouTubers suggested this one to be the best after permanent straightening to keep your hair straight for long time. But like, it's not exactly the miracle product people claim it to be. It does give it does a good job at cleaning your hair without drying them out. I wouldn't mind reordering this unless I find something better. I am trying out some Ayurvedic hair care shampoos and conditioner right now, but I do feel like this is a bit better and cheaper version from what I'm using right now. So I might go back to it, but by any means this is not anything magical or mind-blowing product. Same with the conditioner. It does its job, keeps your hair smooth for a day or two. After a use, the conditioner is actually building up product on my hair. Like, you know, once they dry you can like actually feel product on your hair, like waxy kind of feeling. It's not very intense, but I feel like I feel it. Maybe it's just in my head because I've been doing research on it lately, but I have no way of actually tasting it, so I wouldn't make claim on that. But yeah, it keeps your hair smooth for day or two. Both of these were an okay products, or like not bad, you know, you get the feeling, right? Coming to last product of this video, I want to talk about hair serum. This is again from, I thought this was from Matrix, but this is from Strix Professional. So I think it's a sister company of Matrix, I'm not sure, but this is from Strix. And this is, I have their Whiter Reach Gloss Hair Serum. This is quite affordable serum. This is around 200-300 range serum, and you get quite a quantity. I think this is 100 ml, and in 250 rupees this is a good quantity you're getting. Claims to give you this glossy finish, but look, I've finished almost this up, but let me give you a textured idea of a texture. So this feels like oil, but it vanishes pretty quickly when you apply it. It does make your hair look glossy, definitely, but I don't think it actually does anything when it comes to creating a protection layer for your hair, and that's what serums are supposed to do. What it does is it makes it look good, but when you actually comb it, you can't really see any change in the tangles. And definitely don't use it before your heating or blow dry, because this will not work as a heat protection serum or spray, something like that. You definitely need a separate heat protecting product. But yeah, this will definitely not help you in that manner. For the price that you're paying for it, I think it's an okay product. It makes you look good. You can use this for an emergency if you're like out, or if you want to like sit on the camera like me, and for just for like an hour or two you want your hair to look glossy or like shiny, you can like use this. But this is what happens, like your hair gets tangled and it's like hard to use it. And I do have dry hair, so it's not totally the serum's fault, but that's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't really help with that issue. Okay, the tangles are still there. I will not buy this again. That is it for today's video. I am so hungry, but I will see you again in my next video. I hope you enjoyed this video, or at least found some of my tips or opinion helpful for your next purchase.